Hey guys, it's Laura back again for another round of Taking Care of Business. Today we're going to focus on the money. Show me the money. And why it is important to have a separate banking account for your business, to keep your business and your personal accounts separate. Now, my husband is an accountant, and he has explained to me that there are very clear laws about who can and cannot give financial information. Not financial information, financial advice. I cannot give financial advice. So I will just tell you what has worked for me, okay? And if you choose to do that, that is up to you. I am not recommending any one thing or another, any product over another product. But what I do is I have mine separate, and I have it as a business account as a sole proprietor doing business as. I looked into like the different forms of business within my state of Georgia. There's sole proprietor, there's LLC, incorporated, like all this kind of stuff. And when we got down to it, for me, for what I want to do with my business, sole proprietor worked best. And you don't have to register that with our, with the state. For me, for Georgia, I didn't have to register my direct selling business with the state. I just went to the bank. I looked around at what banks were local to me. You do want to choose one that is semi-local so that you're not in the car forever for those times when you do need to go either make a deposit or a withdrawal if you're doing a booth or something to get cash. You do want to look at something local, something where that's maybe free checking or, whatever fits your personal goals. That's what I did. And then, I have my direct deposit set up to deposit there. You have to take some from your personal account to put into it. It's just like when you open any other account. But the key is you're going to open it in your name because you're sole proprietor. And then you're going to have a doing business as, a DBA. So for me, I'm doing Usborne Reading Corner because everything's Usborne Reading Corner. But I know what a lot of people do, is they do business as Usborne Books. Now, why would we do that? No one's going to see our bank account, right? Well, that's true. But when you're at a party or at a book fair or a booth or something like that, and someone wants to write you a check, won't it sound so much better to write it out to either Usborne Books or your business name than to you yourself? A lot of people get kind of iffy with their money. They don't want it to feel like it's going into your personal account. They do want it to feel like it is going toward the business, and that you're legit and that you're not going to scam them. So it makes them feel more comfortable when they see they're writing a check to Usborne Books or to whatever your business name is. So that's why we do that. The next thing I want to talk to you about, once you get that set up, you've got your bank, you've got it all set up, it's all wonderful. Do your research, see what your bank requires for you to bring in to open an account. So that's going to be different at every institution, and what all you're going to need for that. Maybe set aside a day, like maybe if your kids are still at school, go while they're in school to set that up, or it's a weekend day and your husband can stay home with the kids, to be able to go and set that account up and get that going. Once you've got that set up, or even kind of at the same time, you'll want to think about getting a credit card for all of your business expenses. I did that, and I love that I did that because that way, again, I can put all of my business expenses on one credit card, and my personal credit card is American Express. And as you know, UMAM does not accept Amex. So I had to get a new one because they wouldn't take my credit card. So I really looked around. What worked for me was I really looked around to see which card had the best travel points. And I really like this one. It's the Venture Card by Capital One. Again, you look at the cards and you determine what is going to work best for you and your goals with that. I like it because that way I can book my flight to convention using the points that I've earned from putting all of my business expenses on the one credit card. So that's when I do a home party and people have given me either cash or check. When I do a book fair, same thing. Cash or check. If you use Square at a booth or a book fair, you know, the square is going to get deposited into your account, and then you're going to pay Usborne with your own credit card. It's really great to be able to have, to build those points. So last year, for example, I was able to get to Tulsa for convention. I think the flight I took was a premium, so I paid an extra like $40 for it, but still $40 to get to Tulsa. Come on. So that's a great way to build up travel points, to have that work for you. And if you have one, maybe you want, like my personal credit card is Hilton Honors points, so I know I've got hotel covered wherever I go, so I really wanted something that was airline points, and I love that with this particular one, it's across all airlines. It's not one brand specific, so anywhere I want to go, hopefully they'll be able to find a flight that will be free for me. So that's what I do with my business credit card. I do have my name on it, Laura, instead of Usborne Reading Corner. And I will put, like, sometimes I will put maybe bigger purchases for the house or health or whatever on it to kind of help boost my my points on it. But whatever works for you. And then I have it set up so that both my business and my personal can make payments to it. When you go online and set up all that stuff, you can do that. That is totally up to you, however you want to run it. But that way I find I can do that where I put some of the bigger house stuff or health stuff or whatever on this card. I can pay just that expense out of my personal account, and then the rest will all come out of my business. So that's something that I really love doing. Another thing that I wanted to talk to you about money is PayPal. Okay, I hope that you guys all are going to have a PayPal account if you don't already. I'm going to show you why it's so awesome. Now, again, you'll just set up your PayPal using your new email address that you set up. So my PayPal account's at usbornereadingcorner@gmail.com. It is free to set up account. You will need one of your checks so you can get your routing number off of it from your new business account, of course, so that they have your account information. But why do I like having a PayPal account? It is like a mini bank account. So, for instance, for my giveaways, my flash giveaways, I'll give away free shipping. This way I can do it on PayPal. I can take care of it that night. It is bing bam dum. I'm not going to forget about it because I find when I have to write checks that I often forget about it. So I've always have a little bit of balance to be able to pay that $6 prize whenever I need to. Another awesome thing once you get more involved in your business is the ability to send invoices and have them look really nice and neat and professional again. So we'll go to create invoice. I'll show you how to do that. Oops. I have been logged out. Okay. So here you have where you can update, put in this Usborne Books and More Independent Consultant logo because how nice and legitimate does that look? Love that. If you don't know where to find it, it is in our branding Facebook page. If you look through all the photo albums, there are albums with the logos and the logo pieces and all that kind of thing where you can get that logo from. So you would upload that. Here you're going to have where you can put in your stuff. And this is great too for any hostess that may not want to give you their credit card information over the phone. A lot of people can be really iffy about that. So you'll put in what is poop, the price, whatever it is, I'm not sure. Whatever the sales tax is for where this book is being sold. So if you're doing it at home, it's whatever your home address is. If you're doing it at a booth or wherever, it's going to be whatever the local sales tax is wherever it's being sold. So for me in my basement, it's 6%. Then let's say that's their full retail, but then they've got hostess rewards. So let's say Big Book of Big Bugs. This is going to be their free hostess rewards. So we're still going to do that. We can add and remove detail item discount. So this is going to be their free book. So I'm going to put a 100% discount on it. And then for their half price book, Look Inside a Castle. $14.99, 50%, oh, sorry, sales tax, and then whatever you know, you can use that summary part in back office to see what your shipping is going to be. So you'll put in your shipping cost here. And then look at how nice and pretty that is. And here you'll put the email address of whoever you're sending it to, so you will need their email address for that. But look at how nice and neat and professional this looks, guys. How awesome is that? You send it to them, they pay it, they've used whatever credit card they wanted to do, they weren't held to our, you know, no Amex thing, and they can pay it at their own time. It just is a really great way to handle that kind of situation. I absolutely love this. And then once you get the payment, you can transfer it into your bank account free of charge. It's just a great thing to do. As you start doing booths and book fairs and stuff like that, they even have the little credit card reader that you can order from them that will deposit anything you collect from your booth into this PayPal account if that's what you want to do. There's also the Square reader that will deposit it directly into your bank account. Whatever works for you for that. But I really like this invoicing functionality in PayPal and the fact that I can send my little free shipping prize free of charge right away. It's just a great little tool. So I hope that this helped you maybe think about some ideas of things that you could do with your money let's not forget. Let's go back to the back office thing. Once you have your business account set up, you'll want to come here, update your information, and input all of your routing and your account number and all that stuff for your direct deposit. So that way it's just going straight into that new bank account. You've got your PayPal set up into it, so once you've collected money here, you transfer it over. Then you can pay off this that you use to place the big order with. It's just all goes hand in hand and are just great tools for you to have as a businesswoman. So I hope this was helpful for you. Tomorrow we're going to talk about some more professional tips for business cards and other things for you to be able to hand out and look super professional with. Thanks, guys.